Sometimes in life, we focus so much on small things that we forget to see the bigger picture. Have you ever been so caught up in one problem, one task, or one goal that everything else seemed to fade away? This is what we call missing the forest for the trees. Let me share a simple story with you. Imagine a man planting a garden. He spends hours every day inspecting each individual plant. He looks closely at every leaf, every flower, and every stem. But he's so focused on the details that he doesn't notice when the weeds start to grow. He's so busy with the small things that over time, his entire garden becomes overrun by weeds. Isn't life often like this? We concentrate on the details, our daily routines, our problems, or even our worries, and we forget to step back and look at the whole. We forget to ask ourselves the big questions. Why am I doing this? What is truly important to me? What brings me peace? In Buddhism, we teach that awareness is the key to understanding. Awareness means not only noticing the small things, but also seeing the larger patterns. It's about stepping back and observing your life as a whole. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you looked at your life as if you were looking at a map? Not just the roads you're traveling today, but the entire journey. Where are you going? What direction are you heading? Sometimes, when we're too close to the road, we don't see that we're heading toward a dead end. Consider your daily life. How often do you find yourself stuck in frustration over something small? Maybe a mistake at work, an argument with a friend, or a task that isn't going as planned. In those moments, does that small problem take over your entire mind? Do you forget the things you are grateful for, the people you love, the dreams you have for the future? Life is precious, and time is limited. If we spend all our energy on the small things, we risk losing sight of the things that truly matter. So, how can we avoid this? The first step is to pause. Take a moment to breathe, to look around you, and to notice what is happening in your life right now. This simple act of pausing can create space in your mind. It's like taking a step back from the painting, so you can see the entire canvas, not just one brushstroke. Today I encourage you to pause and reflect. What are the trees you've been focusing on? And what is the forest you might be missing? This is the beginning of awareness, and awareness is the first step toward clarity and peace. Let's explore why we get so caught up in the trees. Why do small things have so much power over us? In Buddhism, we often speak about attachment. Attachment means clinging to something, an idea, an outcome, or even a material object, because we believe it will bring us happiness. But does it? Imagine you're holding onto a rope with all your strength. You're gripping it so tightly that your hands begin to hurt. The harder you hold on, the more pain you feel. But you don't let go, because you think, if I release this rope, I'll lose something important. This is how attachment works. We hold on tightly, believing it will protect us, but often it causes more harm than good. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. What are the things you're holding on to? Perhaps it's a desire for success, a wish for someone to change, or the fear of losing something valuable. These attachments can dominate our minds, keeping us focused on one small part of life. They can blind us to the bigger picture. Here's an example. Suppose you have a beautiful vase sitting on your table. You love this vase. It makes your home feel special. But one day, the vase breaks. How do you feel? If you're attached to the vase, you might feel anger or sadness. You might even think, why did this happen to me? This isn't fair. But the truth is, the vase was always fragile. It was always going to break someday. This is the nature of all things. They change, they decay, they pass away. When we understand this truth, we can start to let go of our attachments. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring. It means we accept life as it is without clinging to how we wish it could be. When you let go, you're like a person releasing that painful rope. Suddenly there's relief. Your hands are free. You can move forward. Letting go of attachment also helps us see the bigger picture. When we're not consumed by our desires or fears, we can appreciate the beauty of the present moment. We can see the forest, not just the trees. But letting go is not easy. It takes practice. Start small. The next time you feel frustration or disappointment, ask yourself, what am I holding on to here? Why does this feel so important? Then take a deep breath and imagine releasing that feeling. It might not happen right away, but even a small step toward letting go can bring a sense of peace. In this way, we can begin to free ourselves from the traps of attachment. And when we are free, we can see more clearly, live more fully, and appreciate the forest of life. Now that we've talked about stepping back to see the bigger picture and letting go of attachments, let's think about what it means to live with clarity and peace. This isn't something we achieve once and for all. It's a journey, a practice, and it begins in small, everyday moments. Living with clarity means recognizing what truly matters. It's about making choices that align with your values and your heart. It doesn't mean that life will always be easy or that problems will disappear. But it does mean that you can face challenges with a calm and steady mind. Let me share a simple practice you can try. At the start of each day, take just a few moments to set an intention. Ask yourself, what is one thing I want to focus on today? What will bring meaning to my day? It could be something small, like showing kindness to someone or taking time to appreciate nature. By setting an intention, you give yourself a compass to guide you through the day, helping you stay focused on what really matters. Living with peace also means embracing the present moment. Often, our minds are busy with regrets about the past or worries about the future. But the present moment is the only time we truly have. When you focus on the now, on your breath, your surroundings, the people you're with, you may find a sense of stillness. That stillness is always there, waiting for you to notice it. And remember, clarity and peace don't mean perfection. Life will always have its ups and downs. But when we pause to reflect, let go of unnecessary attachments, and live with intention, we can navigate those ups and downs with grace. It's like walking through a forest with a clear path in mind. You may still encounter stones or fallen branches, but you can step over them without losing your way. Before we finish, I'd like to ask for your support. If you found this message helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel. Your support allows us to continue sharing ideas and reflections like this with more people. We have many other videos exploring topics like mindfulness, inner peace, and living with purpose. If today's message resonated with you, I encourage you to explore some of those as well. They might offer new perspectives or practices to enrich your life. Thank you for taking the time to reflect with me today. May you find clarity, peace, and joy on your journey through the forest of life.